Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another edition of Soccer As We Like It, the Man United direction, the channel for United and football fans globally. Welcome to our Saturday match summary. Man United 2, Sheffield United 1 at Bramall Lane. United were able to get 3 points today. As we all know, it was a game that United should win, but they didn't play well. A lot of people criticized it. It was a horrible game, blah. United look lethargic, lackadaisical, lack of ideas. But it's the same United fans who will complain if United had lost the game. It is, you can't win. You can either win or lose. It is what it is. This is the situation where United fans are a divided fan base. If you're watching, please smash a like on our video and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for help us get to 4K. That's our next target. But you can help us. We thank you for all your support to the channel. It was a sad day beginning as United legend Sir Bobby Charlton died today at the age of 86. United legend has been with the club since he was 14 years old in 1935. He was born in 1937. He joined the club when he was 10. He's been there since 1947 and he retired in the early 80s. But this is a true legend. I digress a bit. Sir Bobby Charlton was a survivor of the Munich air disaster, the air disaster in 1958 that killed 8 United players who had just returned from a semi-final match in Belgrade and were on their way to the final of which is now called Champions League. Then it was called the European Cup. And he survived the plane crash. He was ejected from the plane and survived, and led the club 10 years later in 1968 to win the European Cup by beating Benfica 4-1 at Wembley. He was a hero at United. He also won a Ballon d'Or. He was the second United player to ever win a Ballon d'Or. Since United have had 4 Ballon d'Or winners: Dennis Law, George Best, Bobby Charlton, which they call the Trinity, the 3 of them, and the last one in 2008 being Cristiano Ronaldo. But Bobby Charlton has served the club and he has scored. He was the leading scorer, 249 goals over 700 games. But Rooney was able to break that record by scoring 251 goals within a different time span, different generations, different eras. But Sir Bobby Charlton won 3 league titles, 2 FA Cups, a Ballon d'Or. He also was part of the England team to win the World Cup in 1966. He won the World Cup in 66, won the Champions League, which is the European Cup, in 1968, won 3 league titles, and was an ambassador for Manchester United. May Sir Bobby Charlton rest in peace. Thank you for your service to United. A true gentleman, honoured by the Queen. He was now known as Sir Bobby. Apparently, he had been suffering from dementia from a few years now, but may he so rest in perfect peace as he has died at the age of 86, and he will leave. His name is etched into the history of Manchester United as a survivor from the plane crash in 1958 to now be part of the club that built back in 1968 to win the Champions League as the first British English club to win the Champions League in 1968, and he went on to win two more league titles and 2 FA Cups. So he has been a legend with the club, and he was also a Ballon d'Or winner in 1966, I believe. Yes, 1966. But as a World Cup winner as well, Bobby Charlton, I lift my glass up to you. Thank you very much. Rest in peace. So that was already a somber mood already in United camp for such a legend, because this was a guy who went to the players, he hugged them, embraced them, shook their hands, and led them to. He didn't criticize them. He just let them realize, when you wear this badge, you know what you're doing with the club. The club expects a lot of you. Integrity, be an ambassador to the club at all times. Back to the game at Bramall Lane, United were 2-1 winners at Bramall Lane. It was a game United were expected to win, but as you know, United always make things a bit difficult. While you're watching, smash a like on our video, drop your comments, what you thought about this game, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Thank you very much. A lot of people expected us to win 3 points, but this is the team at the actual bottom of the table who have not even won a game this season. They've got 2 points from 2 draws, and they made life hard for Manchester United. United started with a lineup of Onana, DALOT, Lindelof on the fullbacks, Maguire and Evans as centre-backs. In the midfield, which was a bit surprising, a different, it has Scott McTominay starting, Amrabat and Bruno. And up front, you had Anthony, Rasmus and Rashford as the three up front. The game went back and forth. United didn't start well. The first 20 minutes, Sheffield United were on United. They squeezed United. Onana had to come, was called into action a couple of times to save United from any embarrassment from that game. But United held on. United got a freaky goal. Bruno didn't want to pass the ball. He passed it, and McTominay was able to slot it. United scored early with Scott McTominay, but as United, within 6 minutes, Scott McTominay considered penalty and United were paid back, and Sheffield United had equalised. The first half was just as bad as that, and that was all that happened. Amrabat in the first half, he did his best with him trying to run it, but Scott McTominay, let's be honest, other than the goal he scored, he dissipated the game completely. Bruno overhit passes. Anthony was always anytime Anthony tried to do something, he kept being fouled. Those were the dirty tactics of Sheffield United by bringing Anthony down anytime he wanted to make a run or dribble through, because he was the man, he was the outlet, and Sheffield United were instructed to hack him down, and he literally hobbled off the game. But yes, that was it. And in the second half, same thing. United hit the post. Amrabat hitting the post. Bruno hitting the post. Rashford missing a close one. Then the changes were made. When I mean the changes were made, in came Martial, in came Garnacho, in came Eriksen, and the midfield got better. The midfield was now able, with Amrabat and Eriksen, it became more fluid. The passes were now sticking. And with that introduction, the game changed. Bruno moved to the middle, and the game opened up. So they were swapping. During the game, Anthony and Rashford were swapping, but they still could not break down this stubborn Sheffield United defense. But Martial and Garnacho really combined, were started to give Sheffield United defense a hard time, and that's where the goal came. A DALOT rocket really got United out of prison. That goal was, I would say, that goal was beautiful. Top corner, goalkeeper's not catching that one. It was like, take this one, mate. A Portuguese rocket, a pile driver, a scorcher, a rocket launcher, and United were away with 3 points. If United had lost that game, the media, the fans, United fans especially, would be complaining, oh, it's Sheffield United, can't beat Onana out, Ten Hag out. But yes, at this point, I would take 3 points. I don't care if United played badly, but at this moment of the season, it's about 3 points. I would rather play bad and take the 3 points, because end of the day, look at teams like City. They're not exactly firing, but they're grinding the result. At this point, you're just grinding the results out. I'd rather grind the result than play fantastic football and have no end product. That's the difference. At this moment in time, I'm taking 3 points. Even if the game ends 9-8, I'm taking 3 points. That's where we're at, and that's what we need to do. Put the points on the board, and that's what matters in football. It's not about the fancy bit of football. Sometimes you got to dig deep, and that's what it is about football. You don't have to win pretty. Sometimes you have to dig deep, win ugly, take the 3 points, and you move on. Next game is going to be Manchester City, the Manchester Derby. That was a great game. That will be a great game, full of fireworks. We'll just have to wait to see. I'm going to quickly run through the stats United went through today against Sheffield United. It wasn't a bad game. Possession-wise, United had 37%. Sheffield United had 37%. United had 62%. Sheffield United had 12 shots on target. 12 shots in total. United had 14. Sheffield United had 6 on target. United had 5 on target. Sheffield United had 3 shots off target. United had 6 off target. Sheffield United blocking 3. United blocking 3. Total passing, United had 80%. Sheffield United 67%. Clear-cut chances, just 1 each. United had a good chance from Rasmus that Martial put on a plate for him. He missed it. For Garnacho, he missed it. And corner kicks, Sheffield United had 5. United had 4 corner kicks. We don't score corner kicks. We don't push enough. We're still not creating enough chances. We still are not creating enough. United caught 3 offside 4 times, Sheffield United 3 times. And those were the stats. Yellow cards 3 to Sheffield United, 1 to United. I thought the ref was fair, but he was also an absolute clown. So I've given you the lineup of what the teams played looked like today. They were just, I mean, I'll say this. We let Bramley 3 points. Man City went there, they got result, but it was also a tight game. Liverpool went there, also a tight game. So these guys are not a pushover. Let's call it as it. Yes, they're bottom of the table, but they're not a pushover. They played well. They took the game to United the first half. They literally ran at United, but United played well with defensive work from Evans and Maguire. Maguire played very well today. I thought Amrabat played well the second half. I thought second half United really started to keep the ball better and mount pressure, sustain pressure, keep the ball. But it's that 3 C's that are missing: the concentration, the consistency, and the confidence in conceding a goal way too quick. They need to focus. They need to. You could see Terry Hag was literally fuming and cursing and effing and blinding because it seems the players are not listening. Are they too thick to understand his instructions? Are they not understanding? Are the players not good enough to follow that instruction? We don't even know anymore. But at this moment in point, I would say it's United 1-2, Sheffield United 1. United take 3 points and we move on. From me, it's goodbye and good night. Don't forget to smash a like on our video, drop your comments, follow us on all the social media platforms. We're also going to be having our Sunday, the Mob podcast, where we have the UK and the USA crew discussing this game, Bobby Charlton and the takeover. I'll see you guys tomorrow. From me, it's goodbye and good night. Man United 2, Sheffield United 1, Bobby Charlton, rest in peace. I'll see you guys soon. Take care.